Okay, so Pokken Tournament is kind of a crazy game with what it has going on for it. I mean, mostly just Shadow Mewtwo really mixes things up. But then we can also see that there's a lot of trainer engagement, and I talk about this in another video, with how it could potentially relate to Pokemon Sun and Moon, because we already know that there's a strong bond there. Apparently the Shadow Mewtwo has this like dark Mega Evolution thing going on for it, but you can also Mega Evolve your Pokemon battle to make them stronger because there's a bond right there. And then there's pendants and stone gem things that actually relate to what we see in the Pokemon Sun and Moon logos. One thing I missed in that video, actually very crucial, look at Shadow Mewtwo. Look at the Shadow Stone on its left shoulder. Looks familiar. That's actually big, and I don't know how I didn't notice it. It looks very representative right there of what you see in the Pokemon Moon logo, and that was one of the confusing things for me about the logo, is that when we look at the logo, we see that the Pokemon Sun logo has a blue stone, and then the Pokemon Moon logo has a yellow stone, and that's really throwing me off right here. So another thing that I don't get is also your pendant is blue, and that represents your trainer power, and you are also sharing a very close bond with your Pokemon while releasing the dark energy from the Shadow Stone for Mewtwo, and all kinds of crazy stuff like that. But it shows that there is a yellow stone in Pokken Tournament that represents what we see in the logos, and there's also a blue stone as well. And then I forgot to mention something from the new Volcanion, well, not the new Volcanion trailer, but the most recent Japanese Volcanion trailer that actually shows Magearna in it. If you blink, you might miss it, but yeah, wait, what's going on? Oh, what? Okay. Things just got crazy, and things just got real crazy really fast. So let's try and break it down. Now, unfortunately, the villain-looking dude, there's no real good picture of his staff thing, because, like, it's always kind of barely in and out of shot. However, if we break it down, that's a blue gem, and when he holds it up, it shows a Pokemon going into a Mega Evolution, but instead of showing the traditional Mega Evolution symbol, it's a dark Mega Evolution symbol. And as if Mega Glalie wasn't already terrifying enough as it is, we get to see this has something to do with it. But at the same time, it looks more like your pendant. It has that bluish color. Now, the weird thing is it's not super detailed. I wonder if this is just like an animation quirk or something, you know, if you're animating it, you're not looking to make it the most quality thing ever, but it has representation right there. That is his own kind of synthesized Megastone that allows for a dark Mega Evolution in a way, but it has that blue color, which relates to Pokemon Sun, which we kind of already thought was the light Mega Evolution compared to the dark Shadow Yellow Mega Evolution ones. Another weird thing is Shadow Mewtwo already goes for a regular Mega Evolution. We see that symbol in Pokken Tournament. Maybe this was before, like the development and all that came before the whole Dark Mega Evolution came into play from the new Pokemon movie, and it can be represented as such, or something else is going on here. This is what's really tripping me up, so the video kind of stops making sense here while also still making sense, because I'm just trying to figure it out. These colors are throwing me off. Maybe I'm missing something obvious, maybe we just need more information. These could just be like their own representations in the game, and then you can choose to make it a dark or a light Mega Evolution, or just give some kind of justification to what's going on. Now, what I really like about this is there's always been this underlying dynamic in Pokemon about shadow Pokemon or light Pokemon, dark Pokemon. Good and evil has always been kind of here, and with Pokemon Sun and Moon, it looks like that emphasis is starting to make another stretch. I mean, we see it with Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness and Shadow Pokemon. We also see it in the movies, that there's that evil Tyranitar, that the dark Pokeball is actually used to catch Tyranitar, and it completely hijacks that Pokemon and turns it bad right there. But we also know that there's the Shadow Corruption and even more benevolent Pokemon shown in the light Pokemon cards. So what I'm feeling here is that maybe Game Freak is trying to rewrite Mega Evolutions in a way. That the Mega Stone as we know it is going to break down into the stones that we've seen in Pokken Tournament and the Pokemon Sun and Moon logos. So it's not going to be a traditional Mega anymore, but it can represent a split now. That there'll be the Dark Mega Evolutions and normal Mega Evolutions, just in a more simplified way, and I feel that this can actually work, because if you think about it, there's that Pokemon happiness value, that to Mega Evolve with your Pokemon, you need that strong bond. But without it, you know, you don't have anything to go with. So it justifies the villain archetype in the series, or potentially, you know, the whole antagonist, that whatever evil organization we're going up against, they'll have that justification to how they can have this anti-dark maybe it's an anti-Mega Evolution, I don't know. It's more of a darker side Mega Evolution, and it goes off of the frustration and return meter, you know? More happiness you have, your Pokemon does better on return. More not happiness, like it doesn't really mention anger or anything, but if they have zero happiness, they're not friends of you, but this can still work for a Mega Evolution in that way. Now, I don't know if it's going to change up the Pokemon stats or playstyle at all. That could get really ridiculous, but it might just be like a stylistic choice. It might not even be applicable to us as the character. Maybe we're going to be guided towards the light path with the whole way that these stones break down, and the dark path is just there to give a foil to some kind of thing that's going on with the villain team. I don't know what's going on right here, so that's where it gets complicated. Maybe someone in the comments section is able to piece it together, because I'm just getting confused by how, like, sometimes these colors represent dark and light and whatnot, and it's just weird that they're opposite on the Pokemon Sun and Moon logos. I don't know, I'm really kind of confused like this, or maybe there's just not enough information at this time. However, gives us something to look for, that if there's a little bit of information about potentially new megas, we can maybe sniff it out and try to figure out if anything else comes up from a trailer or a post we've already seen, or there's more information in Pokken Tournament with the storyline that no one's unlocked yet, that there's something hidden in the background. It could potentially relate to this, but I'm liking the idea. I'm honestly liking the idea. I feel like there's either teasers or hints here, or maybe it's just it all means nothing. But I would like to see that the Pokemon Company is bringing together the dynamic that they've been building up for a while, this light and dark dynamic, that Pokken Tournament. It's a beautiful game. I love Pokken Tournament because it represents real Pokemon battles, as if you'd imagine a real-life Pokemon battle. That's Pokken Tournament. So if we can bring that into the main series of games, it shows that there's really going to be a lot more emphasis on how Pokemon as I don't even know how to put it, like the Pokemon world in its own functions, and we can see a lot more of these dynamics growing. I don't think it's unnecessary. I don't think it's cluttered. I just want it to make sense, and that's all I really care about. So if you guys enjoyed this video, crazy, cool and crazy stuff. I missed something on my last video, and then it led into something else from the Volcanion trailer that I was going to make a video about that. I remembered it, and then I put it on a tab somewhere, and I closed the tab, and then I forgot that, yeah, there's dark, and there's a gem that actually looks very familiar right there. So hopefully we can start making more sense out of this. Maybe there's something else I missed, and we'll figure it out as we go along. So if you guys enjoy this video, hope you all have a nice day, and thank you, as always, for watching.